What's up, everyone? This is HBS10 with H2Hubb, and we're here to do a demonstration video for the HBS10 hydrogen inhalation unit. This unit is offered by HHO Bulgaria, and we're honored to have them send in the unit. And this unit has gone through all of our recommendation processes and evaluation, and has passed all of our performance standards, and is now on the website. And so we wanted to go ahead and do a demonstration video for you guys, showing you how this unit operates. So you know how to use it when you get your own. Alrighty, so with no further ado, let's go ahead and hop into it. Alright, so before we actually get into the demonstration, I want to give you some information about this product. This product is classified as a Brown's gas or oxyhydrogen system. And so that means it produces 66% H2, 33% O2. And it is a system that is not a PEM. It has no membrane, so that means that it comes with an electrolyte. So that also means that there are some safety precautions. And so I just want that to be known on the outset. We actually measured this system, or I should say it's marketed at 450 milliliters per minute of H2O2 or oxyhydrogen. And we measured this system at a total gas production of 445 milliliters per minute. And so it's pretty spot on based on our testing. And so that means it's going to provide about 300 milliliters per minute of pure H2, or of hydrogen gas, I should say pure H2. And so this is just some basic information about the system. I thought I should probably go ahead and give you that before we actually talk about the demonstration, because you're going to be like, what is this white stuff? So, yeah, so let's go ahead and start off. I think the first thing we need to do is go ahead and plug the system in. Alright, so the system is plugged in, and you will know this because right here by the power button, you will see a red indication light. So that means that there is power to the system. And the first thing we're going to do is actually fill up the bubbler. Now this bubbler acts as a filter, and it filters the production gas. Make sure that any of the electrolyte is actually filtered out and remains in the bubbler. So it acts as a filter. So we'll go ahead and open this up. And this bubbler requires about 400 milliliters of distilled water. That is the only type of water that you would put in this system, is distilled water. And so I'm going to go ahead and fill up 400 milliliters of distilled water. And we'll go ahead and pour that in to the system. And they actually provide a syringe where you can syringe this in, but I generally use that with refilling the bubbler, or adding more water to the bubbler, like 150 milliliters is what they normally recommend when the bubbler starts to get a little low. And so you can add about another 150 milliliters of water into that bubbler. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it up. Alrighty. Okay, so we filled it up with 400 milliliters, and now we're going to put this back on. And these are supposed to be hand tightened. This is not supposed to be tightened down with a screwdriver or anything like that, a Phillips or anything. So the next thing we're going to do is mix the electrolyte that goes into the cell. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and mix the electrolyte. I went ahead and put on some gloves. Like I said, just safety precautions. This electrolyte is potassium hydroxide. And so we want to go ahead and be safe when we're handling any kind of caustic substance like this. Most of these systems either come with potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide. And so it's pretty standard, and it's just best to be safe when you're handling this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with about 500 milliliters of water. All right, so we got to fill it with that, and then we're going to add our electrolyte to the water, and then we're going to stir it until it remains clear. All right. So we're going to stir it up until it remains clear. All right, so now that the electrolyte is dissolved into the water, let's go ahead and open the cell up and let's gingerly pour this electrolyte solution into the cell. Alrighty. So we've added our electrolyte solution to the cell. And so now the system is ready to turn on. So let's go ahead and turn the system on and go ahead and show you more about this display and its functionality. Now let's go ahead and turn the system on and we'll go ahead and go through some of its functionality. The system is super easy to use. So the first thing you want to do, as I already noted, that there's a red indication light that lets you know that there's power to the system. So the first thing you want to do is turn the system on by pushing the power button, and you will get a blue indication light that it's turned on. And the next thing you want to go ahead and do is push this on button here. This will start the hydrogen production, and it'll start the hydrogen production. And so that is literally it. Other than that, if you want to pause your inhalation session, you'll push this button once, and now you paused it, and it's going to blink back and forth. The next thing you want to do, if you want to go ahead and start it back up again, is push the button again. And so now the system's producing hydrogen for inhalation purposes right now. And then you, if you want to switch the session time, duration time, I should say, you should go ahead and you can hold this button down for 3 seconds. And now you can switch its session time by holding it down for an additional 1 to 2 seconds or whatever. And it'll allow you to switch between 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and 45 minutes. And then if you're done, you just push the button again, and you can go ahead and start breathing hydrogen gas. So now I bet you were wondering, well, I've seen the display, I've seen the unit, but where do I actually hook up my cannula? So let me go ahead and show you that now. All right, so this is the back side of the system. You will see your power cord, and then this is your hydrogen port, your oxyhydrogen port. And this is where you will connect your nasal cannula. And so you go ahead, I have a nasal cannula right here, and it's just as simple as pushing it onto the port, and there you go. That is as simple as it is to attach your nasal cannula and begin to breathe hydrogen gas with this system. I'm going to go ahead and turn the device around. Turn the device around. And now you guys got a full display of the actual gas production that's going on, and it's set for a 45-minute session. I think the next thing I'll go ahead and show you really quickly is how you attach the pitcher to this system. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to connect the jug to the system, your hydrogen bubbling jug. Now I went ahead and filled it up with some water. This pitcher works similar to a Brita pitcher. You would take your filter here and you would take the lid off. Let me go ahead and do that. And then you would place your filter into it port into this little section and pour your water over top of this, and then it will filter it down to the bottom, and then you will put your lid back on. And once it's fully filtered, now you can go ahead and begin bubbling hydrogen into the water. So I'll go ahead and show you how to connect it. Now this comes with the specialized quick connect port. It has a little lever right here that goes up and down. And so what you'll do is you just clip it right onto this port, just push it on, and it's going to begin bubbling. And so you should be able to see it bubbling. Make sure I move these things out of the way for you guys. So now it's bubbling the water with hydrogen gas. And now you can do this for about 15-20 minutes. And it's going to saturate this water to approximately about 1 milligrams per liter or ppm. That is basically where most oxyhydrogen systems saturate water with hydrogen gases to approximately about 1 milligram per liter. That's the saturation point for oxyhydrogen gas. And that's it. That's as easy as that. Now to disconnect this, all you have to do, like I just showed you, was that quick little pull it down, and then it pops right off. So this little mechanism to pull this down, this quick connect mechanism, you just pop it on, and to disconnect it, you just pull this back and it pops right off. It's that easy. It's a pretty cool little setup. It's very easy to bubble water with hydrogen with this system. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and give you my closing statements for this demo video. Alright everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed our demonstration video and that it puts you guys on the fast track to being able to use this device at home. I wanted to give you some additional information of how you can actually get this device through H2Hubb's recommendation and get an awesome deal for it. This device retails for $21.24 USD, and through H2Hubb you can get a discount of $425 off, and so that's going to make this device $16.99, which is awesome for a system like this. These brown gas units like this can range anywhere from like I said, $1,500 all the way up to $10,000 for oxyhydrogen systems. And so being able to get this device for $1,600, or I should say $1,700, is a great deal to get $425 off for this system. Like I said, it's very easy to use, and to actually get it, there's going to be a link in the description to our recommendation page for this product. Is going to have more information there for you. It's going to have our test report to give you more information about where we tested this system's gas production at, and just give you some more evaluation notes from our test report. And then lastly, I would say to actually purchase the system, once you go to our recommendation page and click on the visit HHO Bulgaria store, the discount for this product is automatically going to be applied to the cart. So it makes it super easy to be able to get it. We really don't have to even put in no discount code. The discount code is automatically applied to actually purchase it, and they ship worldwide. And the shipping for this device is about $105. And so that's it. This is the demonstration video for the HBS10 hydrogen inhalation unit, and we'll catch you next time at the H2Hubb.